Hello everybody and welcome to the Project for Awesome! So as you might be able to tell from some of my previous videos, and also by these pictures of me, and also by some of my favorite movies, I really love parrots. They are truly amazing birds, and not just because they do awesome stuff like this.
Good boy, Stanley. Come on. Whee!
Or this. Or this. But because they are so important to their ecosystem. This is why this year for the Project for Awesome I decided to support the World Parrot Trust, not just because they help conservation efforts for parrots in the wild, but also because they help support shelters and provide education for people who might need it. Like people who are just interested and want to learn about parrots in the wild and in captivity, or parrot owners who need the extra help and need some tips and tricks. Not only are parrots in the wild important sources of food for predators, they also act sort of like nature's gardeners. Many of them are pollinators and they are all valuable seed scatterers, as anybody who's ever owned a bird would know. They are very good at throwing seeds around. However, due to a combination of habitat loss and poaching for the pet trade, many species, including many of those that are kept as pets, are now in decline. The World Parrot Trust is an international foundation that helps fund a variety of projects for conservation all over the world. They use a variety of strategies to accomplish this, including things like prevention of habitat loss, public outreach and education, supporting both captive and wild breeding programs, and supporting programs that rehabilitate and release wild-caught birds. And they don't just stop there. As I mentioned before, they support a variety of shelters that are specific to companion birds, and they help advocate for higher standards of care for companion birds by providing things like educational literature and podcasts, and other programs where professionals can help provide information about care, diet, and training for pet owners who maybe are having problems. Now, one of the major problems that contributes to the plight of parrots both in captivity and in the wild is the fact that people will impulse buy them without actually knowing how much work it takes to care for them. Parrots live notoriously long lives ranging anywhere from 20 years to over 100 years depending on the species. And many of them have intelligence levels that are comparable to that of a 4 or 5-year-old human child. Combine that with the fact that many parrots require a certain amount of special care and the fact that most people just don't know enough about them to be able to provide that care, you end up with a lot of homeless birds. Not only is this harmful to the captive bred birds who are already going to unsuitable homes, but this increase in demand for parrots in the pet trade also causes poachers to take more birds from the wild, which further damages their population. This is a sort of vicious cycle that the World Parrot Trust is working very hard to break in countries all over the world. Not to mention that many of the people who are coming from these countries where parrots are getting poached from the wild already live in poverty. Because poaching parrots is one of the most reliable ways for these people to make enough money to live, the World Parrot Trust helps encourage local people and governments to engage in industries that will actually help boost the ecosystem that parrots live in rather than destroy it. And so far, their efforts have had a lot of positive impact in preventing poaching and educating people about why this is important. So if you like birds like me, maybe consider supporting the World Parrot Trust. And the best part is that for a limited time, up until January 31st, the World Parrot Trust is going to match all contributions penny for penny, which means that if you donate $25 to help the World Parrot Trust in their conservation effort, it'll be more like you're actually donating $50. You can find all related links in the doobly-doo. So thank you for watching my Project for Awesome video, and I hope that you too will consider supporting the World Parrot Trust, because I would be very sad if there were no parrots.